apparently decision's out.
Oh ya?
Iya,
So,
I got
you opened it?
accepted.
Udah dibuka.
I got accepted.
Oh ya?
Mm-mm.
Yay! Congratulations, baby!
Thank you. I'm
Yeah,
shaking. I'm
Harvard.
shaking so much right now.
Harvard.
I don't know. So I really need to work on LPDP.
Mhm.
But I'm still also waiting for other results, so we'll see.
Okay.
I need to let them know
Congratulations.
back by April 15th. Thank you so much.
Alhamdulillah. I know you'd make it.
No, you didn't.
I mean, I believe that you would.
Hi precious people, welcome to my Harvard Diary. Gak kerasa nih udah 3 bulan sejak pengumuman keterima di Harvard. Di akhir bulan Mei kemarin, akhirnya tibalah waktu untuk mendaftar ke kelas perdana di sana, yaitu kelas How People Learn. Kok cepet banget sih belum berangkat tapi udah daftar kelas aja? Iya nih, jadi seluruh mahasiswa di Harvard Graduate School of Education itu wajib mengikuti 4 foundation class yang secara total memberikan 14 SKS dari 42 SKS yang harus kita lengkapin sebagai syarat kelulusan. Dan kelas How People Learn ini harus kita ambil di bulan Juni secara online. Dan inilah proses pendaftarannya. Jujur karena ini pertama kali aku nyoba daftar kelas via portal My Harvard, jadi masih clueless banget. Tapi untungnya sama staf akademik dikirimin tutorial untuk cara daftarnya. Yuk kita telusurin. Dan sudah terdaftar. Kelasnya akan officially dimulai per awal Juni ini, jadi I'm so excited. Doakan aku ya semuanya. See you in the next video. Assalamualaikum. Hi precious people, welcome back to my Harvard Diary. On July 29th, 2022, I finally left the city I have called home for the past 5 years to move to a country where I will be getting my master's, which is the US. Since I bought the cheapest ticket I could find, the total travel time ended up being over 50 hours. I had 2 layovers, the first one in Hong Kong and the second one in New York. I spent my time on the flight either eating, watching Disney movies, or reading letters from my friends and family. I finally arrived to Boston on the 31st of July, exactly 1 day before my in-person activities start in Harvard. Since it was a big move to halfway across the world, my father accompanied me and stayed with me to make sure that I would settle in okay in Boston. Truth to be told, it will take some time getting used to a new life here, and I already terribly miss my life in Japan. But I am nothing if not excited. I can't wait to explore the city during my time here as a student, so feel free to drop your recommendations on places I should visit and things I can do while I'm here. Leave them all in the comment section down below, and have a good day, precious people! Hai precious people, tanggal 1 Agustus kemarin, aku akhirnya menginjakkan kaki for the first time di Harvard Graduate School of Education untuk mengikuti orientasi. Dan banyak dari kalian yang penasaran, orientasi di Harvard itu kayak gimana sih? Jadi, sebagai mahasiswa baru, ada 2 sesi orientasi yang aku ikutin. Yang pertama di tanggal 1 sampai 2 Agustus yang dipenuhi dengan sesi administrasi dan pengenalan kampus. Jadi ada campus tour di mana mahasiswa baru menerima penjelasan tentang sejarah Harvard. Selain itu, aku juga mendapat student ID, sesi photoshoot, dan aku juga ngikutin berbagai information session seperti job fair buat mereka yang mau kerja sambil kuliah. Di orientasi kedua yang diadakan pada tanggal 29 sampai 1 September, aktivitas kita dipenuhi dengan pengenalan dengan dosen serta mengikuti course preview. Karena di tanggal 6 September kita udah mulai kelas, orientasi kedua ini difokuskan buat kita untuk shopping kelas-kelas yang kemungkinan bakal kita ambil selama 1 semester ke depan. Karena 1 semester ini kita hanya bisa ambil 4-6 kelas maksimal, sesi shopping ini bermanfaat banget untuk mastiin semua kelas yang kita ambil itu sesuai dengan tujuan kita studi di Harvard. Selain itu, sesi shopping ini juga bantu kita clarify apakah kita cocok dengan silabusnya, dosen pengajarnya, dan waktu mata kuliahnya. Jadi itulah sekilas orientasi aku di Harvard. Walaupun penuh dengan agenda, buat aku semua yang kita terima di 2 sesi orientasi ini sangat bermanfaat dan sesuai dengan apa yang aku butuhkan sebagai mahasiswa baru. Buat teman-teman yang mau kuliah di Harvard juga dan sedang proses persiapan, yuk langsung aja follow Scholars untuk dapetin info lengkap seputar kuliah ke luar negeri. Semangat semuanya! So today is my first day working at Harvard Innovation Lab, which is this space for entrepreneurs and people who want to explore new ideas, join in teams, and develop their own startup. And I work as the TA or teaching assistant for the media studio. On my first day, I am just organizing a lot of these different equipments, so podcast area, lighting, microphone.
After hours of trying to figure out the label maker. learning how to use all of the equipment, putting up instructions, and labeling everything in the storage. The media studio is finally ready for use. Happy creating! Welcome to my startup class at Harvard. It's a class where we learn how to be an entrepreneur in the education world. My startup idea got chosen for this semester. Look at me do an impromptu pitch.
Hi, I'm Zafira, and I would like to pitch No Better.
Recruiting time.
Hello. I lost my card, as you can tell. So I did this in Sharpie.
Doing my best to convince my classmates to join.
Yes, like actually pitching to investors.
We have a team.
Jadi saat ini saya sedang mengembangkan platform untuk mendukung pendidikan seksualitas dari SD sampai SMA di Indonesia. Jadi di Permendikbud 30 dituliskan salah satu cara untuk membebaskan sekolah dari kekerasan seksual adalah pencegahan. Dan dari studi saya, pencegahan itu salah satunya adalah pendidikan. Jadi pertanyaan saya adalah apa strategi dari Kemendikbudristek untuk mengintegrasi atau mengimplementasi pendidikan seksualitas di Indonesia, SD, SMP, SMA, bahkan universitas.
Salah satu hal yang terbesar yang kita lakukan adalah untuk memasukkan ini ke dalam seluruh asesmen nasional. Jadi asesmen nasional kita itu ada berbagai macam pertanyaan yang memberikan indikasi bahwa apakah terjadi, ada resikokah kekerasan seksual terjadi baik antara orang dewasa dan murid maupun juga antara peer, ya kan? Jadi itu yang kita assess melalui asesmen nasional.
Snapping 1, 2, where are you? You're still in my heart. Snapping 3, 4, don't need you here anymore. Get out of my heart.
We have our startup class finals today. We will be presenting our pitch to real investors. The goal is to raise as much investments with our final pitch. It's pitching time.
So, if I ask you to name this anatomy, what would you call it? So, with this pitch, now you know that the vagina is actually a vulva. Now you know better about our mission, and there are ways that you can help us. So if everyone here give us $300 in that spreadsheet right now, it'll be in total $15,000. So now you know how good it takes to help.
We're neck and neck with Project Pinnacle to win the most money.
We raised the most money! I love that.
Assalamualaikum precious people, nama aku Zafira dan selamat datang kembali di episode Harvard Diaryku. Setelah aku spend 3 minggu winter break di Jepang, akhirnya aku kembali ke US untuk J-Term. Ini adalah semester khusus di bulan Januari untuk mengambil kelas intensif. Aku ambil kelas DataWise, yaitu kelas di mana kita belajar tentang proses menggunakan data untuk mengimprove instruksi pengajaran di sekolah. Aku sampai kampus jam 8 pagi, pesan kopi karena masih jet lag banget, dan nunggu kelas mulai sambil melakukan last minute content review. Karena kelasnya mulai pagi banget, ternyata pihak kampus juga menyediakan beverage sendiri seperti kopi dan teh. Kita juga dikasih lanyard, name card, dan rundown kelas untuk 1 minggu ini. Pukul 12 siang kita istirahat dan aku langsung cari ruang kosong untuk sholat zuhur. Begitu selesai, akhirnya aku ketemu lagi sama semua teman-teman aku yang sama-sama ambil kelas intensif selama bulan Januari ini. Terus pukul 1 siang kita mulai lagi, dan untuk hari ini aku menjadi fasilitator untuk diskusi kelompok. Jam setengah 3 siang aku sneak out untuk sholat asar, dan kelas officially selesai jam 4 sore. Aku langsung pulang dan aku bakal mengulang rutinitas ini selama 1 minggu ke depan. See you semuanya! A day in the life of a Harvard student in 60 seconds. The day starts at 4 a.m. It's clearly too early, but it's a Thursday and your girl is fasting, so we're going to make something for sahur. Since Fajr is at 5, I had a whole hour to finish my smoothie and do my morning reading. At 10 a.m., I got ready to go to campus because my class doesn't start until 12 p.m. At 11 a.m., I left my house, walked to the bus stop, and it's a 30-minute ride from my bus stop to campus. Since Zuhur is at 11:56 and class doesn't start until 12, I decided I was gonna pray first before I went to class, and I participated in classroom activities as usual. At 1:30, I went to my second class, which is continuous improvement, and today was the last day for this class, and so we took a group photo. At 4, I went to the library while waiting for iftar, and before you know it, it's iftar time! At 6 p.m., I walked to my last class on international education, which ended at 8 p.m., and finally, I took the bus ride home. And that was...
What goes through my mind when I'm doing my readings? How long is this journal? I must annotate. I think this is important. I really should have done this last night. You know what? I'll do this in the morning.
Assalamualaikum precious people, udah jam 4 nih, kita sahur bareng yuk. Untuk sahur hari ini, menu aku adalah apapun yang aku bawa pulang dari iftar kemarin di Harvard. Ini makanan yang disediakan selama 30 hari secara gratis oleh kampus, dan itulah yang akan menjadi sahur aku. Gampang banget, aku tinggal ngambil dari kulkas aja, dan aku panasin gak nyampe 2 menit, dan itulah persiapan aku untuk sahur di pagi hari. Untuk hari ini menunya ada mac and cheese, mashed potato, dan steamed vegetables dari kemarin. Setelah itu aku sholat subuh, dan itulah keseharian sahur aku selama menjadi mahasiswa di Amerika. Kalau kalian sendiri gimana? Jangan lupa minum air putih yang banyak ya. Assalamualaikum precious people, nggak kerasa nih udah mau memasuki 10 hari terakhir di bulan Ramadan. Kalian sendiri puasanya gimana? Semoga masih semangat ya. Hari ini ikut aku iftar bareng di Harvard yuk. Dari rumah aku ke lokasi iftar itu naik bis sekitar 20 menit. Dan inilah lokasi iftarnya. Kita makanannya disediakan secara gratis oleh Harvard selama 30 hari dengan menu yang berganti-ganti setiap harinya. Makanannya sendiri itu ala prasmanan, jadi kita nanti tinggal ngantri untuk ngambil makanannya. Tapi sebelum itu kita bakal buka puasa bersama dulu, dan menu takjilnya adalah kurma dan air putih. Kalian sendiri tim kurma 1, 3, atau 5? Oh iya, karena kalau misalnya kita wudhu di kampus itu kita harus wudhu di wastafel. Jadi biasanya aku udah wudhu dari rumah. Jadi ketika nyampe di kampus aku tinggal nunggu aja di musola sampai azan berkumandang. Setelah berbuka puasa dan sholat maghrib berjamaah, kita ngantri, makan malam, dan ditutup dengan sholat tarawih. Kalau kalian gimana? Boleh cerita di kolom komentar ya. 3 kegiatan ngabuburit di Harvard. Yang pertama, nugas karena semakin mendekati hari wisuda, semakin banyak juga tanggung jawab yang harus kita tuntaskan. Yang kedua, ngejar target tilawah, karena selama 1 minggu kemarin aku haid, jadi banyak yang harus aku kejar. Terakhir, ke tempat iftar bareng teman-teman muslim lainnya untuk menikmati sajian iftar gratis yang disediakan oleh Harvard. Selamat berbuka teman-teman semuanya.
I'm a mess, 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 mess. I'm a mess, 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 mess. I'm a mess in distress, but we're still the best. Dress fearless, say yes. We don't dress to impress. 괜찮단 말해도 거짓말인 걸 난 알아. 괜찮겠지 뭐래도 착한 얼굴에 네 말 잘 들을 땐.
Assalamualaikum precious people, Ramadan Mubarak. Ever since I started celebrating Ramadan as a Muslim minority, first in Japan and now in America, I have started this habit of sharing and spreading some Ramadan love with my non-Muslim friends by wrapping up small snacks into a gift bag and then giving that to them when Ramadan starts or even during Eid. Now, I have an example of what that looks like. This is the gift bag that I already wrapped up earlier with a little card that says Ramadan Mubarak, love Zafira. Now I'm going to be wrapping more of these, so I thought why not do it while I'm talking to you. So for those of you who don't know, Ramadan is a holy month for Muslim like me, and during that 1 month, the most significant worship that we do is fasting for the entire days from the sun up to the sundown. So during that sun up to sundown period, we're not eating or drinking anything, but during the evening, after the sun has set, we can eat whatever we want until the morning. Now, if you ask why we need to fast during those 30 days, I would say because of God's command. However, there are certain wisdom to it, so it helps us practice some self-control by not eating or drinking or other things that we don't normally hold ourselves back from. Another is to be more grateful of the food and the drink that we have, because it reminds us of how
in other parts of the world, there are people who don't eat and drink, not because of worship, not because they're fasting, but genuinely because they can't and don't have the means to. And so that is two of many wisdom of why we are fasting during Ramadan. Now, there are certain exceptions for children or elderly. It's not compulsory for them to be fasting. Pregnant women or women who are menstruating, like me today. I'm not fasting right now because I'm on my period. And so there are certain exceptions. And for those who miss it during the holy month of Ramadan, can just simply make up for it during other time. So I'm going to tie this card into the gift bag. Here you go, Ramadan Mubarak, and here is a gift bag with all my favorite snacks that I got from Japan for all my friends.
Rating the free iftar food at Harvard. Today's menu, Central and East Asian. Vegetable lo mein 8 out of 10. I've had this a lot on campus. Sesame chicken 10 out of 10. The meat was so tender. Stir-fry beef 8 out of 10. I missed eating beef. Dessert 9 out of 10. It was so good, but I was really full. Overall, would recommend.
Bien du chagrin, affaibli par la page, souris malheureux, volant ton chemin, tout ça car je peux, car rien n'est gratuit dans la vie.
Welcome to a day in my life as a Harvard student. This morning, I left the campus at 8 a.m. because I have a class at 9 and I bumped into one of my friends, so I gave her the Ramadan gift bags that I've been making. My first class of the day was on teacher workforce and management, and I feel like this is one of the most challenging classes I've taken so far, but I think that's also the best part of it. After class, I took the campus shuttle to go to the Harvard Innovation Labs, where I intern once a week from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Work ran late for today, so I finally got out at 4 p.m. and I took the train ride home. As a student, I feel like there's a lot of opportunities out there for you to try and develop yourself more through so many programs. One of them is what I'm about to introduce to you, which is the Sejuta Cita Future Leaders Leadership Trip Program. This program is 100% fully funded. Not only you can have the chance to visit Korea for free, you can also get the chance to visit Korea's top universities like SNU and Yonsei. Last year, they already had their program in USA, in Japan, and this is your once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, so you need to go and register yourself right now through this link. Good luck and have an amazing trip to Korea.
Reminders for this week, so please be sure to check out on that. So the first email you'll be getting is today, which will have a pre-simulation survey, and we'd be really happy and would appreciate it if you can finish that by noon tomorrow.
Budaya di Harvard. Bikin norma kelas.
As an international student myself, I also enjoy it when we hear diverse perspective, but at the same time, one thing that we discussed is to make sure it's a dialogue that adds value to the conversation or the point, instead of sharing for the sake of sharing, so that we use our time more efficiently. And I hope that we can feel, or we can come to an agreement about that.
Okay. So how would you amend this particular phrase?
Gugup gak sih waktu kasih pendapat di kelas? Jujur iya banget.
Kind of just sharing my personal experience, because I recently did an interview with a school in California, and one of the first questions that they asked was, do you have a community here? Because you're an international student.
Ini tips dari aku. 1. Rangkai dulu apa yang mau kamu sampaikan di kertas atau dalam hati. 2. Percaya bahwa semua yang ambil matkul tersebut tertarik dengan ilmu yang bisa kamu sampaikan selama relevan dengan topiknya. 3. Yakin bahwa nanti juga pasti udah pada lupa, jadi gak perlu khawatir dianggap gimana-gimana. Dan terakhir, latihan sampai terbiasa.
You got this.
Cara dosen di Harvard memfasilitasi diskusi.
Even if you as a leader may think it would be helpful for the system, if there is a working culture in your team, then maybe system can be bottom up instead of top down.
It's interesting because I think it could be argued that a leader may need to introduce a new tool, right? Do you have any thoughts about how you might have done this differently to encourage more of that bottom-up support?
I think one thing that we tried is professional development or mentoring. Let's do a Slack workshop, which we tried to do, but because it wasn't ingrained in the culture of working in Indonesia, where I'm from, it takes a longer time to get work done than if we're using a WhatsApp group chat. And then every time we bring in new people, we have to teach them again, and we have to teach them again. And we decided that for the sake of efficiency, we can forget about Slack and keep using what works for all of us.
Mm-hmm. So in this case, because it already worked,
Mm-hmm.
you actually didn't have a real need
Yeah.
to introduce this, to have this change.
Yeah.
So I think that's a really important point, that sometimes we introduce changes into systems when there's no real urgency or need.
I chose proposal 2, but one question that I did have is how has the evaluation system worked in the past? Because I think having that information would help me have a stronger argument as to why maybe we should continue with the TES, so how it has impacted the student population, but we didn't have that information, and based on what was available, I was pushed more strongly towards proposal number 2.
Which would keep the
Yeah.
I guess I should take it as a sign. I'm feeling lonely. Oh, I wish I found a lover that could hold me. Now I'm crying in my room, so skeptical, but still I wanted more. I gave a second chance to Cupid.
this semester has been the best semester of this course.
Aww.
Whenever it's been 7 years now, 7 semesters. But I sincerely am going to miss coming to this and talking with this group. So thank you.
Thank
Great
you.
semester. It's been a great example of peer effects and how like this, any class is about the people in the room, not just the one person. And the last thing to say is, second to last thing to say is please fill out your course evaluation. Like if I can be helpful to you in any other way in your future careers, please don't hesitate to send me an email. You could also call.
pagi, ekra melumba-lumba hebat juga. Salah bukan sah, alon awan salah awan gata halam sah. Gini, serius.
Halo, aku Zafira dari Graduate School of Education. Also two questions. Yang pertama adalah, when you're talking about learning ecosystem, selain dari public sector kan kita ada private sector juga. Kayak misalnya yang ngerjain sekolahmu, yang ngerjain pijar, dan lain sebagainya yang memang bergerak di bidang tech juga. So how do you collaborate with these stakeholders without while ensuring that you're not stepping on one another's toes? Dan yang kedua adalah, who decides what goes in the curriculum Merdeka app? So for example, I founded a social enterprise that works on sexuality education for Indonesia. So if I want my curriculum to go on that app, how do I go about it?
Indonesia is not just wonderful. Indonesia is a wonderland.
Kota baru dunia berbeda, berbeda, mana ku di Salangkara, mana ku di Salangkara. Sayang sayang si patokaan, matego tego gorokan sayang. Sayang sayang si patokaan, matego tego gorokan sayang. Sajujur, yung madam ko bisa papares sa muna keke, sa muna keke.
smallest voices, they can make it major. I got my boys with me, at least those in favor. And if we don't meet before I leave, I hope I'll see you later. Once I was 20 years old, my story got told. Alright, it's about damn time. In a minute, I'ma need a sentimental man or woman to pump me up. Feeling fussy, walking in my Balenciennes, trying to bring out the fabulous. Cause I can.
This speech is my recital. I think it's very vital to rock around. That's right, on time. It's tricky. It's the play. Here we go. It's tricky to rock around, to rock around. That's right, on time. It's tricky. It's tricky, 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 tricky. It's tricky to rock around, to rock around. That's right, on time. It's tricky. Tricky, tricky. I met this little girlie. Her hair was kinda curly.
We had a graduation photo shoot. We organized this right after finals and before our families come.
We are in Radcliffe Yard.
What are we doing?
We are having a photo shoot.
We voted on the dress code and everyone shows Harvard pride.
Standing on the front yard, talking about how I'm such a fool. Talking about how I'll never ever find a man like you. Got me twisted. You must not know about me. You must not know about me.
나쁜 것을 다 모아도 하고픈 나와 에너지 힘모아 아주 딱 나와 에너지 한 방에 Y'all call it a moment, I call it life. One day when the light is glowing, I'll be in my castle golden. 밤을 떠나보내려 해 너의 사랑을 너무 잘 아니까 여행을 시작할 때 My graduation 첫걸음 많이 행복하게 될 거야
You'll find me on my tallest tiptoes, spinning in my highest heels, love shining just for you. I study hard, I read the books, but everywhere I turn, it seems like there's a zillion things that I still need to learn. I've got the shoes, I've got the dress that makes me a princess. I guess I have all the stuff, but is it enough to make me a success? From sprinkler splashes to fireplace ashes, I gave my blood, sweat and tears for this.
First one is, I wonder if you did end up pursuing internship during your time in Hosea. If not, what was your consideration? And if yes, what was your experience like? And the second one is, if you have any experience with cross-registration. I spoke to an HBS student yesterday who said that you really have to make your case to apply to HBS classes, for example. So I also want to know what your experiences with that is like and how early you have to consider making cases to apply to these classes. Thank you.
Right now, outside of this course anyway, I'm already doing the same work. The difference is the work that I'm doing is specific to the Indonesian context. I was hoping to bring this into a lot more global context, and so I am fully intending to work on this the same way that I would work on my project, which is kind of really with the goal of getting a funding at the end, like actually pitching to investors. So that's how I feel about this right now.
One of my questions is that outside of T127, I'm really interested in this idea of data assessment and trying to figure out how to develop or design improvement based off of that. And I did look into the projects that T127 is doing, and a lot of them look great. And I think
already set my heart on at least one project, but outside of T127, I wanted to do something that's more data intensive and data heavy. And that was when I reached out to Maho and asked if there is any opportunity in Harvard for me to participate in that type of project and gain experience from practice rather than from learning.